So it was about a few months later, and Staff Sergeant Browning was, in contact with me pretty much all the time until the time I went to, boot camp. He made sure that he took me to MEPS and did all that stuff. But before I went to MEPS, I had to do I think it's called an initial strength test or something like that. Now, mind you, I just got out of, playing football. So I was a little strong lad back then. I think I benched somewhere between 325, 330. I squatted roughly about 400 pounds. I power clean 225 pounds. So I was pretty strong. So uh, exercise wasn't really nothing. And also I ran cross country a lot, and I ran the 800 in the track. So physical fitness wasn't really nothing to me. So when we took the test, I like I said, I can remember like it was yesterday. Staff Sergeant Brown asked me, he said, "Can you do 20?" So I knocked out 20. He said, "Okay, not bad." So and I also did, I think we had to do 40 sit-ups. That was pretty easy. And then we had to run a mile and a half. And I think I ran that mile and a half. If memory served me correctly, I think I ran it in like 8 or 9 minutes. Because I remember running a mile before in 4 minutes and 58 seconds. I do remember that. Anyway, he said I was well qualified when it came to physical fitness. So the only thing I was waiting on is just to go to MEPS. Got the MEPS, did all that stuff. And then, had an opportunity to get on the first flight ever to San Diego, California. I remember we was in the airport in San Diego, and um, I don't know if he was a drill sergeant or if it was just a sergeant, but they came and got us, and they was all lovey dovey and everything. And then they escorted us to the bus. We got on the bus. Everything was cool. We was traveling from the bus to MCRD, San Diego, California, and everything was cool. I mean, we was chatting and having fun on the bus, talking and whatever. Didn't know what to expect, but we was young, uh, glossy eyed, all that came with it. And I remember one of the drill instructors, when we got to MCRD San Diego, we pulled up in front of the building, and one of the drill instructors, my bad, don't ever call a drill instructor a drill sergeant. One of the drill instructors came on the bus, and I mean, he exploded. Tell us, y'all better get y'all effing stuff. Y'all better get off this bus in 30 seconds and line up on the doggone footprints. And man, that was a shock to me and to pretty much everybody else. Because we 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 got on that bus, jumped on that bus, and got on those footprints, and then it was just all hell broke loose after that. You know, uh, I think them guys love being drill instructors because they got to mess with us all the time. And I got so many stories about boot camp, and I won't say a lot of it here, but there are a couple of things that I want to go over or tell you about what I did or we did when I was in boot camp. Like I said, there are a lot of things that I remember about boot camp, but there's a couple of stories that stands out. So I think it was like second phase going into the third phase of boot camp, and we was in our we wasn't in dress blues, but we was in our class A's, and we was on the parade field uh, doing our drilling ceremony, and we had drill instructor. Wow, I keep saying drill sergeant, drill instructor Titser. He was out there with us that day, and now this 30 years ago, and I still remember my drill instructors. I think all Marines remember their drill instructors. Well, it was Titser, and it was pretty hot that day. You know, we was in California, so it was pretty hot that day, and we was doing drilling ceremony, mock drilling ceremony, competing against another platoon. Well, it's just for some reason we just couldn't get it right that day. We just couldn't get it right. So Titser had a fit. He marched us back to the open bays, and he made us. You know, when we still was in our class A's, and we had to go upstairs because I was in platoon 1010. We He made us take all of the bunks and put it to the left side of the open bay. And so Titser went in the bathroom, got a 5 gallon 5 gallon bucket of water, and he did it twice, and he threw it all on the floor. I was like, "What the hell is going on? I don't know what's going on with this." And so he went back inside the drill instructor room, and he got a bottle of dishwashing liquid, and Titser, and then he poured all of the uh, the dishwashing liquid on the floor as well. And then he stood right in front of us and said, "Hey, guess what? We are going to INDY 500. So I want y'all to start your engines." Now, before he did that, he made us go get our towels, right? Drying towels, right? He said, "Now get down on all fours," right? And we had to line up behind each other. And he said, "Start your engines." And so we had to say, vroom, 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 vroom. And teacher said, "On your march, get set, go." And he had us in class A's. We had to take our towels that we drew, that we dried ourselves off with, and we had to run down one side of the floor, cleaning it, and turn around, and we came back at the same time. All of us had to sound like we was in a sports car because we had to kept going on saying vroom, 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 vroom. He was so mad at us. I remember I remember that. So after we did that side, we had to take all the racks and put them back on the other side. And then we took we had to do the same thing on that side. That was a long day, and he made us clean the uh the barracks floors with our towels that we had. Oh man, that was such a fun memory when you look back on it. It was so funny. But that was Titser. He was one of those drill instructors that just like playing jokes and things on us. But he was pissed off that day with us because we did screw up. And that was one of the memories that I remember vividly in boot camp. So if you like these stories these are real live stories that I have that I'm recalling from memory. So if you like these right here, make sure that you subscribe. I'm going to continue telling you about my boot camp days, and also when I served as a Marine in the fleet, and also my Army career as well. And I'll explain to you how I went from the Marine Corps to the Army. But again, if you're enjoying that, make sure that you hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.